Healthy Northland, making the healthy choice the easy choice.
Healthy Northland is a collaboration of Aiken, Itasca, Couchiching, CARLTON, Cook, Lake, and St. Louis Community Health Boards.
It's all been positive.
Working to make healthy living easier in Northeast Minnesota. When we look at what determines our health, oftentimes we think that it's only going to the doctor and making sure that you take medication, but what actually determines our health are the social factors around us. Do you have places to move, access to healthy foods, education? And when we look at all of the different resources that we have in our region, what we're working on in social determinants of health are providing opportunities and specific environments where people can live healthy. The bike fleet in Carlton County that was built is a model that has taken off statewide.
My role as a SHIP coordinator in Carlton County really helped leverage being able to purchase the bike fleet through Minnesota Department of Transportation. And we were awarded the grant a few years ago and were able to purchase a trailer to house the bikes, and the bikes travel around in that trailer to the 8 different schools.
Safe routes to school has changed. It's really changed how we look at getting to and from work, getting to and from school. It's changed that as a community. It's changed how we look at our school day as far as teaching the kids.
It's good for them to learn these skills because we know that bikes share the road with cars, and so to be able to have the skills and understanding that they operate as a car is really great. But then also in the long term to be able to enjoy riding a bike makes them enjoy physical activity, which is a skill that we want them to have.
Look, hand signal, and then veer off.
We're so proud of the work that they're doing to connect all of the school districts in their county by teaching this lifelong skill of safely walking and safely biking through their bike fleet.
Hi, Kristen.
How are
Here's
you?
Soren.
Hey, Soren. You're a big man.
He's been growing.
Our work in breastfeeding has been really strong. I know that Kristen in Cook County has been an internationally board certified lactation consultant for many years.
I wear many hats like many rural folks do. In Cook County, our SHIP program has really developed over the years. We began in 2009, and we've been really fortunate to have had funding through that whole time period. So we've worked in different ways with all of the schools. We've also worked with the city of Grand Marais and county-wide, and up in Grand Portage, we've worked on safe walking and biking, just encouraging physical activity. It looks different in Cook County than it does in other places because we're very rural and our population is really spread out. So we focused a lot of our work on Grand Marais because many people live, work, or go to school in Grand Marais. And so I'm a lactation consultant. I also work with our WIC program. I teach childbirth classes and do community health outreach programs.
My husband and I met with Kristen, and she just talked about some of the things that can go wrong with breastfeeding, as well as some tips to help it be successful. And so once he was born, I had different options to try, and he was actually tongue-tied, and so they were a little worried about breastfeeding, but all those different tools and things that we had in our toolbox to try made it go successful despite that.
I love the fact that I get to help support women and families as they go through this huge life transition of becoming mothers and becoming parents.
Anybody try their jelly over the weekend? Nobody? Your dad said it was good? Okay, you forgot yours in your locker. All right.
Student buy-in is really important, and Leah has done a great job as a teacher and SHIP coordinator in Lake County of really engaging her students in healthy living and eating.
Within SHIP, the mantra is always make the healthy choice the easy choice. And so sometimes it's not just about telling people you need to eat healthy. It's about changing some of those behaviors and having them want to change some of those behaviors.
We cook a lot, learning different plants, when they're ready to pick, how they're chopped.
And it's something that's that they can relate to. You know, it's real life. But I think just having that understanding, it helps them to be wise consumers as well, which I think is really important, especially for the high school students that are not so far away from needing to go to the grocery store and purchase their own food. Healthy Northland and the statewide health improvement program, in a variety of ways, has been just a real integral part of this whole process.
High five. Hey, high five. Good morning.
Principal VATTHAUER is the person who makes Walk to School Day go.
So Walk to School Day in Lincoln Park is a banner event. It's so neat to see hundreds of students walking from Wheeler Field all the way up to the school and then coming together for a school picture.
670. Yep, 670 middle schoolers, grades 6, 7, and 8.
A Safe Routes to School plan, it's a document that hits on what are known as the 5 E's: education, encouragement, engineering, enforcement, and evaluation. So we need safe sidewalks and infrastructure to encourage more walking and biking. We need education about how to use those facilities and how to do it safely. And we need encouragement events like Walk to School Day to kind of make it the social, cultural norm. By doing little things like this today, hopefully it plants the seed for the future that they start to make these decisions to walk, bike, use those modes of transportation as they can. And also it kind of plants the seed to start thinking about our community and our infrastructure and our design so that it's an easier option for people to make the healthy, active choice.
Woo! Here we go. Tractor time. Welcome to Rippleside Elementary School. I'm Jesse Peterson, principal of this school, and thanks for participating in Farm to School Day, where we support healthy living here at Rippleside.
The program looks like this. We're offering a farm to school lunch once a month. We have purchased food, procured food from 5 different farms that are within Aiken County, as well as Sprout, which is in the next county over, which is a food hub of fresh fruits and vegetables from local farmers. And we are offering the lunch to students, and we're using that opportunity to educate kids about where the food comes from, who the farmers are, and why it's important to eat well, because we know that kids who eat well learn better.
It helps the business grow. It's providing wonderful fruit to the community. I just think it's a great program.
Rippleside, this is awesome. We are on fire.
Thank you, Mama! Exclamation marks. There you go.
Get Fit Itasca started about 2007 with the YMCA executive director and the manager of the Grand Rapids Clinic talking in the hallway, saying we've got to do something about this obesity epidemic. And their discussions led to pulling in other leaders in the community and creating this collaborative.
Itasca County has a long history of working in prevention. Their work specifically in worksite wellness has found a new way of engagement. It's really exciting to see.
This is the map that Marta and our wellness committee put together, Get Fit Itasca, and the whole idea was that we were going to walk the equivalent of Grand Rapids to I Falls over the summer. And it's kind of a big deal because it goes 120 miles. That first step, take that first step. And I tell my girlfriends this all the time, every step you take is a step you didn't take yesterday.
The Worksite Wellness Program started with Get Fit Itasca this last year, and we worked with 7 different organizations trying to foster health and wellness within the organizations, providing resources from healthy eating to active living, working towards implementing policies that focus on tobacco cessation and breastfeeding resources for employees. And Get Fit Itasca hosts collaborative meetings that work with the organizations.
And the entire purpose was to go upstream and work on health promotion and chronic disease prevention, initially around the obesity epidemic. And SHIP, the Statewide Health Improvement Program, and being part of the Healthy Northland 7-county SHIP region, has enabled us to infuse a lot more resource, a lot more funding and personnel, and join this statewide movement where our culture is catching up, if you will, to what Get Fit originally intended, and was set up to do, and that is making the healthy choice the easy choice.
It's weird how one thing will set you off and start the next thing and the next thing, and before you know it, 2 or 3 weeks have gone by and you've been active and suddenly you don't want to stop being active.
So the International Falls Active Living Coalition was established by some community members who were really excited to get more involved in the community and get members more involved in biking and walking around. SHIP partnered and coordinated with this coalition, and together they were able to establish a city loop that is about 4.9 miles.
Well, I'm glad to be a part of the International Falls Active Living Coalition, and I'm glad it exists. I'm sure it has helped economically in my business. I don't really have any way to track that, but I'm sure it has, and hope it continues to have a positive impact.
Beginning of this year, where I hit my highest point in weight, I went up to 318 pounds, and you really don't want to exercise or walk or move around too much when you're that heavy. My daughter gave me one of these pamphlets, and I love it. It shows all of the different trails, and I just love walking around. You can hear the birds, children, dogs, you can smell food cooking, different things like that. One day I was down, when I weighed in from the first of the year, I was down 49 pounds. My goal is to lose 100 before I'm going to be happy with it. And I think now when I weigh in tomorrow, I will be halfway.
I'm passionate about this work because it's not just about one person. It's about our region coming together as individuals to collectively impact the health of our communities and our region. This work focuses on healthy living, but it also focuses on people having those social connections and valuing where they live, valuing where they work, and I see this as a way, as a catalyst to encouraging our communities to continue to grow and be vital.
Healthy Northland, making the healthy choice the easy choice.